In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I would launch my next $1 million marketing agency if I were to want to start another, and how I would get it to 7 figures quickly, and how you can use the same system and strategy and apply it to any service or physical product business in order to get more clients and more customers and more sales, and basically grow any business that you want to apply this to. So let me show you how it's done using the same business growth framework I apply to any business that I start or work with, called the Marketing Master Plan. And it's made up of 5 parts: model, market, message, media, and machine. So let's start with the model. Each step of the marketing master plan is strategic and sequential, which means they build on each other and they need to be followed in this exact order if you want to maximize your profit and business potential. So the first place you need to start with any business is identifying what it is that you're going to sell. In other words, what's your offer? What products or services are you going to present and offer to your market in exchange for their money? This is really just business 101, the practice of making one's living by engaging in commerce, or in other words, selling stuff. Because if you're not selling anything, you don't really have a business, just some kind of weird, expensive hobby. So the first and most important thing is spending time crafting and creating the perfect offer for the perfect price in order to maximize profit and client satisfaction. Billionaire investor Warren Buffett says that when he's looking at a business or an investment or an opportunity, he wants something that costs a penny, sells for $1, and is habit forming. In other words, what is it that you can sell that doesn't cost you a lot, has a high perceived value to your clients or to your customers so you can charge a higher rate, and is habit forming, meaning they want to stick around. This is what makes the business model of starting a digital marketing agency so appealing. Essentially, it's knowledge work, applying a unique set of skills and expertise to a market who values those skills and is willing to pay you for them. And if I were to build another marketing agency today, the service that I would focus on first would be lead gen, specifically generating leads with Facebook ads using lead ads, call ads, and ads that click to message. This next part is taken directly from content inside my Digital Marketing Academy, but it's perfect for helping you narrow down all of the things you could sell to focus on the one with the greatest potential. So let me walk you through that now using lead gen as the example, and if you want more information on the Digital Marketing Academy, I'll make sure to link it up in the descriptions below this video. First off, list out all of your businesses, services, or offers, or things that you do, or things that you want to do or could do, and then rank them on a scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the most enjoyable or most desirable and 1 being the least. First, fun and enjoyment. So in other words, how much do you actually enjoy doing this? Now for me, personally, I love marketing and lead gen, so this is an easy 5 out of 5. Next, ease of delivery. How easy is it for you to deliver the product or the service or fulfill whatever it is you're selling? Now, for this agency model, specifically centered around this service, once you have the system and the strategy in place, it doesn't really require a whole lot of extra time and money and energy in order to manage. Now, I'm not going to say that it runs by itself. It does require some effort and some input once it's set up, but I'm going to say this is a 4 out of 5. Next is ease of sale. How easy is it to explain and to sell to potential prospects? For the right business, this is an easy 5 out of 5, and I'll explain more about the businesses that I'm going to be targeting in just a minute. After that is net profit. How much do you make? The fact is that some businesses have very large revenues, making millions and millions of dollars, and yet very, very slim profits. This is why it's important to take a look at not just how much money the business is making overall, but how much are you actually able to extract from the business. Now, the profit on running advertising campaigns for other businesses is less than when you simply collect all of the money. For example, some of the budget that the client has allocated for their marketing is going to go to you in order to set up and create and run the ads, but some of it is going to the advertising platforms themselves in order to buy space on the platform. So I'm going to say this is a 3 out of 5. After that, I take a look at sustainability, or in other words, how long could you do this for? Now, advertising isn't going away anytime soon, and it's been around for a very, very long time. So even if Facebook all of a sudden changed everything and no longer allowed ads, well, I could still look at Google ads or YouTube ads or TikTok ads. So this is a 5 out of 5. After that, I'll take a look at scalability, or how big can this actually grow? Now, the total market for doing lead generation, for doing marketing, is obviously massive. So this has potential for a 7-figure, a multi-7-figure, even an 8-figure business with exit potential. So 4 out of 5, probably 5 out of 5 as well. The reason this isn't a clear and easy 5 out of 5 is because it is a B2B business. In other words, our clients are going to be other businesses rather than than B2C or business to consumer, where everybody in the world is a potential customer. Then the next criteria is automate. How easy would it be to automate this whole process or outsource it? Now, at least when it comes to doing lead gen, how easy it is to automate or outsource is going to depend on the niche that you decide to concentrate on and essentially how broad you decide to go. In other words, if you stay focused on one single area, one single kind of business, it becomes very easy to systemize and automate and outsource it because you're going to be able to use the same kind of ads, the same kind of funnel, the same kind of follow-up. On the other hand, if you're always having to reinvent the wheel and create new angles and new hooks and new messages for businesses you may not know a lot about, it's going to be a lot more challenging. Now, I do have a bit of a secret weapon when it comes to automating this that makes things a whole lot easier. A piece of software I use called High Level that I use for pretty much all of my marketing agencies. So this is going to be a 5 out of 5, and I'll make sure to link up an extended trial to High Level in the descriptions below this video if you want to take a look at it. So once that's done and you've had a chance to go through all of those criteria, simply add up your score and then you can compare it against other services or other offers or other products that you may want to sell. Then just pick the one with the highest score and pretty much good to go. So now that I've got an offer that I've decided on and I've run it through the criteria, making sure that it checks all the boxes, next I need to do some math to figure out what it's going to take in order to get this to $1 million, a 7-figure rate. So to get $1 million a year marketing agency, that means that we need to make $83,333.33 every single month, which means that I can start to put together a couple different package options for the services that I want to deliver. Let's say I have an entry-level package at just $1,000. Well, to hit my number, I'm going to need 84 clients. A $2,000 package, on the other hand, would allow me to hit this $1 million run rate with only 42 clients. A $4,000 package would mean serving just 21 clients. And I could also take a look at offering other services or higher level packages at 6K or 8K or 10K a month or even more, which would require even fewer clients in order to hit those numbers. The key then, and the next step to making this work, is to focus on targeting PWM, or people with money. So let me walk you through that now with market. When it comes to business, there are a lot of people that you could potentially serve, but the two factors that are going to be the most important here are number one, how much value they're going to get from your offer, and number two, how much are they willing and able to pay. For example, when it comes to running lead gen ads, I could run them for my local ice cream shop down the street and get them 100 new customers at $5 each, which would earn them, say, $500. Or I could do the same amount of work to set up a new ad campaign and target the same area even, but instead of generating ice cream leads, I could generate leads for a higher price service like dentists or medical spas or pest control or roofing or solar panels. For example, according to Forbes, the average price for a new roof is $8,314, and the average price for solar panels is $16,000. Now, the work to set up and to generate these leads is going to be the same regardless of what business you choose, but the reward for the higher value, higher cost businesses is significantly, exponentially higher. To put this in perspective, to make the same amount of money, you would either need to sell 3,200 ice cream cones valued at $5 each, or one single $16,000 solar panel package. This is why for this new business, this new marketing agency, I'm going to want to go after one of the following businesses: solar, roofing, insurance, real estate, finance, auto dealers, or anything else with high lifetime value and a high cost. Things like plumbing and landscaping and pool services also tend to do really well, as they're businesses that rely on having a steady and consistent supply of leads constantly coming in the door. For this new marketing agency though, and for the sake of this example, let's say that I decide to make my primary target market chiropractors, and my service is going to be around helping them get new clients or new patients for their practice. Okay, next up, message. There are two parts to the message in this example. The first is all about finding out what I can say to attract my ideal clients, chiropractors in this case, to my agency. And the second is what kind of message I can use for my clients to help them generate leads, because the better that message and offer is, the more leads they're going to get, the happier they're going to be, and the more money both them and I are going to make. And that's one of the best things about marketing. When you do it right, it truly is a win-win situation. You get to help a business grow and make more money, and you get paid very well for being the one to provide that service. So first things first, I need a message to appeal to my target market, chiropractors. But fortunately, this part's pretty easy. Their pain points are pretty much the same as most business pain points, in that they have a business to run and they're reliant on the fact that they need clients and patients coming in the door in order to pay the bills and keep the lights on and keep their business running. What they're after and what they're looking for, the benefit or result that I'm going to be able to provide, is a fully booked out practice. New leads, new clients, new patients, new calls coming in every single day. But not just any clients, good clients. The kind who pay a lot and pay in advance and sign up for big packages and big services with extras like laser or massage. This is why my offer to them is simply to help them do all of the things I just said. And if I'm just getting started, ideally I'm going to attach this to some kind of a guarantee or a risk reversal to help make my offer a complete no-brainer for them. The next part of this equation and the next part of the message is, what are the ads going to say that I'm going to create on their behalf in order to help them attract new clients and new patients and getting more calls and clicks and traffic and all the things they want. Now, you could go out there and start learning and studying copywriting, and in all honesty, you probably should at some point. It's a valuable skill. And of course, do some competitor research by looking at what other chiropractors are offering and what ads they're running in order to sort of base some of your ads off of that and see what's working and what's not. But I'm simply going to use something that I already know works incredibly well by copying and pasting an entire campaign inside my high-level account. Like I said earlier, I will put a link to a free extended trial down in the descriptions below so you can check this out for yourself. But all I really need to do here is log in and click Account Snapshots, then just select and create a new account and immediately get access to an entire workflow. This will give me the messaging and the funnel and even the Facebook ads that I can use to run on behalf of my chiropractic client. And 9 out of 10 times, the ad is pretty much good to just copy and paste as is. But in this case, I probably would change the top line to make it more in line with Facebook's terms of service. Maybe changing it to something like, nothing's worse than back pain, or back pain sucks, or why does my back always hurt? Something that basically says what I need it to say, but without calling out someone directly. Then it's time to move on to media. The media section of the plan is all about the where, what, and when of presenting your offer to your market. So first, you need to find out where your market is present and active, both online and offline. And then what kind of media you're going to use to reach them, whether text, audio, video, or some combination of them all. And then lastly, when and how often are you going to reach out or create content, and figuring out that frequency and schedule. Seeing as my goal here with this new agency is to get it to $1 million as quickly as possible, I'm willing to do some things that I don't normally do or suggest, and things that I don't even necessarily enjoy, but desperate times call for desperate measures. The first thing I would do is make what I call a power list of my top 100 potential clients. This is going to be really easy to find thanks to Google. All I need to do is type in chiropractors or chiropractors near me and start filling out my list. After that, I'd put together a quick checklist or mini report card on things that I would advise that they do to improve their marketing. For example, I'd take a look at their Facebook page and see if they were running ads. If they were, I'd look for areas of improvement or suggestions that I could offer. And if they weren't running ads, I'd suggest that they possibly might want to look into it and maybe even give them a suggestion for what that ad might look like. Then I'd take a look at their website and see if it was SEO optimized or if it was ranking on the search engines, and probably do the same with their local Google business profile. Now, these may not be services that I even want to offer, but they are a good way to get your foot in the door and make that first point of communication by providing value. Then I'd simply make a quick screen share video using any free screen capture software out there. I like Loom, and I'd make it 2 to 3 minutes, walking them through some of my suggestions and ideas, and my final call to action, my CT at the end, would be to reach out for a free complimentary strategic phone call, basically going over the results of my findings. Then I'd email them and send the video along as an attachment, and when they don't respond, because most people won't, I'd follow up again in 2 to 3 days and make sure that they actually received the video. Then, when they don't respond to that, I'd follow up again 2 to 3 days later. After that, some will respond, some people won't. For those that won't, I may consider calling, or maybe even stopping by with a printout of the report and some donuts and coffee for their office. Because I'm nice like that. And because it works. People like donuts. If it sounds like a lot of work, it's because it is, but that doesn't mean it's not worth it. After all, even a $2,000 a month client that stays with you for 2 years is worth $48,000 to your business. Surely that's worth a quick Loom video and a couple emails, no? Another option to get in front of them is local networking, joining chiropractic groups and organizations, and my favorite long-term strategy, content marketing and creating content designed to help them achieve their goals, but that takes time, so good old-fashioned outreach is definitely the fastest path to cash. That said, I'd also probably run Facebook lead gen ads of my very own, targeting chiropractors and offering them a free marketing strategy review, because it helps to show that you drink your own medicine, and it's always cool when a client reaches out after seeing your ads and they're amazed at how you were able to target them and get your ad directly in front of them. Then you can say, yep, and I can do the same for you. Okay, next, the machine. The machine is all about how you're going to guide them through the process of becoming a client. We can also call this a marketing funnel or a sales funnel. Now for a marketing agency, the main conversion tool, how you're going to convert a prospect into a client, is through a phone call. It's very rare that a client is going to hand over the keys to their business and trust you to do any kind of marketing for them without first having some kind of a conversation. So any attempt to bypass the phone call by guiding people towards email or text or messenger is just going to slow down and complicate the process. So the best thing you can do is try to get someone on the phone. Then once all that's done, and now that the agency is picking up steam, the next thing I'll do is throw a little gas on the fire by applying 7 of my most effective marketing strategies. So let me show you exactly what those are and how you can apply them to your business by breaking them down in this video right here. So make sure to check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video. When you're broad, you're boring, and everybody just ignores you, and you sound like 99% of the other businesses and marketers out there saying the same things, like we offer higher quality and we offer better service and all of that stuff that everybody's heard a million times before and they're completely blind and deaf to.